We're at rope drop.
Desde ahora les invitamos a prepararse para descubrir a los animales en el oasis. Los visitantes con reservación para desayunar en el restaurante.
That one, Tyler, come on. It's a rush to rope drop.
Yeah. Used to be Bono Museum.
Yes. Yep, just follow the people. Got it, Tyler. The tree of life.
Tree of life.
Try. Yeah. Huh? Go.
Try like that now. That sick skill from school.
Jump down.
Oh, Jesus. It's so bad. Stay together. Stay together. Stay together. There's the herd of people.
Navy River Journey is free.
Just follow the crowd. They're in the advanced class.
Yeah, we've been here too many times.
It makes it much bearable.
I would light of passage to the right-hand side. Navy River is to the left. That's it. Cody.
Mike, just wait. Just wait.
I'll make it in.
He's got my shoulder.
As long as we know where you are, so we can stop where you are.
Glad we got here when we did. Huh? Mike.
Now look, come on, look.
I mean, look at all the people coming. Nice. Stop for the garbage can.
I don't look to be on our side. Oh, I see it. Right here.
Are we all together?
Yeah.
All right.
Shit, if I knew I could do that, I would have done that earlier.
Turn around. The wheelchair.
If you're walking towards the attraction right now, watch out for that pole. Anyone stick to your right, please, because there's a pole right there. You want to walk into
Yeah,
it.
it's like the whole avatar. Yeah.
Mike better not hit me.
Yeah, it's right here. But the whole avatar.
Step to your right.
Look at the crowd,
If you are on
Tyler.
this side, please step to your right. Please, I don't want anybody walking that pole.
Nice. Here we go. Here, you want to do this so I can take regular pictures?
Yeah. Tyler.
What? Oh, hi.
See if I can see it.
Look.
The magic is starting now.
And then,
Yeah, bud. It is. It's crazy. I know. That is awesome, dude.
It's amazing how they do it.
And look at that over there. Amazing.
I don't even know how they're holding it.
All this stuff blows, Tyler, at nighttime.
Yeah.
Mom. How do they build this?
Hi,
It's
Rachel.
recording, right?
Hi, Rachel. Yes, it is recording.
Mom, how did they build this?
I don't know.
Look at these rocks. Wow. This one is another one. I haven't done this one. You've been on this.
There's that.
that's the gift shop.
Yeah, there's that thing.
Everest is over here. Yeah, Everest is on the open. Asia. And then, what was the other one? But that's like
Look above you.
That's not how you do it. The cup marker right there.
This is like the neatest thing. This is unbelievable how they created all this stuff. It's crazy. It's absolutely magical.
That's crazy.
What do you think? Is it what you expected, or was it something? I think no. I'm talking about just this area alone. It's incredible. This is just crazy how they transformed. Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh, are you? I don't care if I just come and walk around.
I know.
Our bus guy said that regardless.
Hey,
of
listen
what,
now. What?
Our bus guy said that the buses say they run an hour after park close, but he says that they'll work till 3 a.m. to get people home. He goes, so don't rush for that bus. He said take it in, stay at the parks till later. So
Cool. Well,
he goes, we
telling
like
you right now.
overtime.
Yeah. Telling you right now. If you're gonna plan here to get early, you're gonna plan here, plan to come early. The weather is not bad at all today.
Well, not right now.
No, but there's a lot of shade here, so which is good.
And after this, we'll do Abbey River.
We got fast for that.
Right.
It's crazy.
Have you been to Cape?
It's
You
incredible.
gotta go back to the beginning to get his disability.
So what are you talking about, the bus drivers? Say it.
That they say the buses run an hour after park close, but that's false. They run 2 hours, sometimes 3.
Hey, it's cool.
You gotta look at the hotel they have 4th of July.
Did they?
Today at 2:30, we have the tie-dye.
Yes.
Mom. At 2:30.
I didn't know that.
And if we leave, we just come back later, right?
Look at that. Look at that up there. Troy, look. Look up.
Oh.
Moving right along.
We've never done this before.
Not for years. The last time I did, kind of, it was with my friend. We only did Epcot. We went to the Princess Cruise. So we just walked around Epcot. So we usually just come, ride a few rides, a little ride.
Hopefully we can meet the real vloggers, which is Tim Tracker. That's what we're hoping that we can bump into. Or what was that? What's that guy's name? Michael something? No. But for right now, I'm going to turn this off.
At least they have friends all on.
Wait, you guys left and I made a request. Wow.
Mom.
They're trying to link so we can get our photo pass.
Here. Grab that one right here. All right.
Yeah.
Move up, move up, move up, move up. Put it in your backpack. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Can you step it up a little bit? Here we go. Good morning, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you. Jesus. Oh, no, Tyler.
Takes place like some number of years after the AVTI left.
An acrobatic aerial maneuvers. Those with fear of heights or motion sickness can bypass this experience. Thank you.
Here.
Put that back in the bag. The fans in the bag. Here, wait, can I touch that?
Finally get that connected, Rachel. Oh, check that out.
The middle part of the
Thing's swimming. Huh? That's a thing swimming.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Morning. This is crazy. This is so cool. We really didn't need a fast pass for this. Hey. Yeah.
It says it was an owl. Pretty well, yeah, but it's an hour, 2 minutes, and 8:52, so it's almost an hour.
That's helpful.
Thank you, Warden. All right, everybody, wave goodbye to the Warden.
Bye, Warden. Bye, Warden.
I've seen a couple of those.
Well, Jumbo, friends, and welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. My name is Justin, and I'm your guide today as we enter the Harambe Wildlife Reserve.
Really?
Our journey today is going to be very similar to one that Disney
Interesting.
nearly 25 years ago. Now, the first part of the reserve that we're going to be entering is the Little Ituri Forest. In forest habitat such as this, animals depend primarily on camouflage for defense. That means that they blend into their surroundings really well. They may be a little bit more difficult for us to see, so keep your eyes peeled. I'm already seeing something though, friends, and that's to your right-hand side. If you look to the right, that's an okapi. Actually, two okapi over there. A lot of people think the okapi is related to the zebra because of those white stripes on its rear end, but it's not. It's related to the giraffe. It's got the same bone structure and the same kind of tongue that a giraffe has. That's an okapi. Also here near the water's edge, there's a pair of saddle-billed stork. Saddle-billed stork can stand up to 5 feet tall with a wingspan of up to 9 feet wide. Now friends, if you need a visual for that, the canopy of this truck is approximately 9 feet wide.
Wow.
Bless you. Bless you.
Over here to the left-hand side, there's a black rhino. Black rhinos are the smaller of the two types of rhino. They only weigh up to 3,000 pounds.
Oh my God.
No, that's not bad. Only.
Now you can tell the types of rhino apart by the shapes of their mouths. Black rhinos have a very pointy mouth with a prehensile upper lip. Prehensile means that they can move it around independently, wrap it around, and grab onto things with it, kind of like a finger.
Up there. There's stuff up there.
All right, friends, now over here to the right-hand side, this is a bongo. There's a couple of them actually up in the tree line. You can sort of see the orangey color there. But this one's out in the open, so let's talk about this one here. Bongos are known as the ghost of the forest. That's because of how well they camouflage and how difficult they can be to see.
Yeah, there's a couple laying up there on the hill, baby.
They're smart. They're in the shade.
Yeah.
Now, friends, we're going to head towards the Sapi River. It's a freshwater river, and like all sources of fresh water, it's a very important place where animals can congregate for a drink.
Like Troy driving. Like Troy driving.
To the right-hand side, there's some hippos in the water.
You sure about that?
Oh, look, that is. Can you see them?
Nile hippopotamus can weigh up to
hippos.
5,500 pounds apiece.
Oh, they're in the water.
They can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes at a time.
Wow.
A group of hippo is called a bloat. A bloat of hippo. And if you look to the left, there's a bloat of hippo. Now, hippos typically spend their day in the water like that to protect their very sensitive skin from the harsh sunlight. They do come up on the banks of the river in order to feed, but they do that at night once the sun's away.
Which is
When the sun
smart.
comes back out the next morning, they go back
Wish
to
I
the
could
water.
do that.
You might also have noticed some pink-backed pelican over there. Pink-backed pelican are named that because of the color that they turn during the mating season. They do not have a pink back on them year-round.
Huh.
They are colonial nesters. A colony is anywhere from 50 to 200 nesting pairs of pelican. Over here to the left, friends, there are some Nile crocodiles.
Oh, yeah.
They're the second largest crocodile in the world. They can grow up to 20 feet long. There are two different names for a group of crocodile. On land, they are a basque, and in the water, they are a float. All right, friends, now we're heading towards the savannah. This is the part of Africa that Disney animators traveled to when making The Lion King. They worked tirelessly to capture the rich tapestry of sounds and colors and bring them to life on the big screen for your entertainment. To the right-hand side, this is a baobab tree. The baobab tree is also known as the tree of life. That's because of how much water it can store inside of its trunk. So much so that during times of extreme drought, elephants have been known to pierce the trunk of the baobab tree with their tusks in order to get a drink.
Oh, they're feeding them.
And I'm already seeing some giraffes out on the savannah, friends. Giraffes are the tallest animal on land. Depending on the species, fully grown, they can be up to 20 feet tall.
That would be a pretty cool job.
When a calf is born, the calves already stand 6 feet tall. At birth, 6 feet tall. Now these particular giraffe are Maasai giraffe. which are one of 9 species of giraffe in the world. You can tell they are Maasai by looking at their spots. They have a very jagged, very rough edge to their spot that identifies them. Does anybody know what a group of giraffe is called? It's a tower.
It's a baby.
A tower of giraffe.
Baby on one's over there.
To the left-hand side, there's some African wild dog. They're also known as the painted dog. Now, they're one of the most efficient hunters in the world. They've got about a 90% success rate when they hunt. And that's because of the pack's ability to work well together as a team, along with their incredible stamina that allows them to outlast almost all of their prey.
That looks like a little baby one right there. Yeah, it is small. I think that was the recent one that was born.
To the left-hand side, there's some sable antelope over there. They're the official symbol of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Their fur gets darker as they age. There's also some more giraffes over here, a little bit closer to us. Some calves over there. Also kind of to the right-hand side, more in the center, there are some calves as well. Now, as we pass these upcoming giraffe friends, look closely at their mouths. You might notice that their tongues look a little different than yours or mine. They've actually got a black or dark purple color tongue, and that's because they spend 16 to 18 hours a day eating. If your tongue or my tongue were out in the sun for 18 hours a day, it would become incredibly sunburnt. And if you've never imagined having a sunburnt tongue before, well, you are now.
That's a lot of baby ones.
Alright, so just past these giraffes, straight back, kind of where the roads intersect there, that's a springbok. They stand at about 3 feet tall with a wingspan, or I'm sorry, with a jump of 6 feet straight up in the air, 13 feet forward, a leap, a vertical leap of 6 feet up. Not wingspan, I don't know what I said that, I'm sorry. Alright, well, hey, that's alright. Also, there are some white-bearded wildebeest over here. Disney animators have created very detailed drawings on the way that the wildebeest move. Through the latest computer-generated technology, they were able to multiply those drawings by hundreds in order to recreate the stampede scene for the upcoming release of The Lion King.
It's amazing.
Alright, in those trees there, you can kind of see their horns sticking up. There's some Ankole cattle. They're the only domestic animal on the entire reserve. Those horns can grow up to 6 feet long. They're not nearly as heavy as they look, though, because they're made of a honeycomb-like structure. That means they're fairly hollow. Sometimes they're known as the Watusi cattle, because it is the Watusi tribe in Africa that first domesticated them.
Must be a private.
Oh my god!
See the horns?
See?
Look at that. Oh wow, those are big.
To the right-hand side, there's an elephant. African elephants are the largest animal on land. A fully grown African bull elephant can weigh up to 14,000 pounds. That's 14,000 pounds. They eat about 300 pounds of vegetation per day. You can tell African elephants apart from Asian elephants because of the size of their ear. African elephants have a very large ear. Now, elephant populations continue to decline, friends, and the #1 threat that they face today is habitat destruction. However, there's one very simple thing that each and every one of you can do to help the elephants out. And that's to recycle any old electronic devices you've got lying around the house. There's a mineral in the batteries of these devices. It's called coltan. Coltan is mined in Africa, right in the middle of elephant territory. When you recycle those old electronic devices, you reduce the need for new coltan, which reduces the need for new mines, which helps to preserve the elephant's habitat. I'm going to guess that that particular individual is a male, because it's alone. It's just a guess. But females tend to live in herds of around a dozen or so, led by a matriarch, who is the oldest and the wisest. She's completely in charge of everything that they do. The rest of the herd will consist of all the female members of her extended family, along with any calves that they have. Now, calves remain with the herd until they reach adolescence, which is about 13 years old or so. At that point, the males are kicked out of the herd, and they will go on to live fairly solitary lives. Now, we just drove through a red clay pit. You may have noticed some tusk marks or some peat marks in the clay. That's because elephants eat red clay like that. It adds vitamins and nutrients into its diet that the vegetation just doesn't have. There are some more elephants here to the left, friends, but this hill's a little large, so let's keep moving around. And there's a clearing up ahead. Maybe we'll get a better view. Maybe they're angled at a weird angle, I'm not sure. So you can kind of see to the left there, there's 3 elephants. There's also one way over back by that baobab tree. So kind of a better view-ish, sort of. At least a less obstructed view, even if they're a little further away. Here to the left, there are some flamingo. A group of flamingo is called a flamboyance. A flamboyance of flamingo. These are greater flamingo. They're the largest in size. They're also the lightest in color of all the flamingo. To the left-hand side, there are some white rhinos. They're the larger of the 2 types of rhino. They weigh up to 5,000 pounds apiece. Again, you can tell the types of rhino apart by the shapes of their mouths. And white rhinos, they have a very wide, very flat mouth, similar in, well, it's much better suited for grazing on the open grasslands of the savanna than for yanking branches out of bushes in the forest. Now, friends, the nomenclature white rhino, it comes from the Afrikaans word vite. It's actually a mistranslation of that word. Vite means wide. They're the wide-mouthed rhino. It has nothing to do with the color of the animal. A group of rhino is a crash. A crash of rhino.
You know who he sounds like? Mr. Ross. Private tour. It's probably that breakfast thing.
This rock structure up ahead is called a kopie. Kopies are a favorite hangout for animals like the lion. Lions, however, are nocturnal. That means they rest during the day and they are most active in the middle of the night. So this time of day, it's going to be fairly unusual if we were to see a lion. So not very likely, but keep your eyes peeled because you never know. Now, I only mention them anyway, friends, because right now here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, we're kind of in the middle of a lion celebration, thanks to the Lion King coming out, with lion conservation being our primary focus. Now, Disney's goal is to help double the lion population by 2050. Currently, that population is estimated to be around 20,000.
Wow.
That's down from about 200,000 a century ago. Now, one of the ways that Disney is going to help to reach that goal is starting with the release of The Lion King on July 19th. For an entire week, Disney is going to donate $2 per person for every single person that rides Kilimanjaro safaris. So friends, if any of you live in the area and you're willing and able to join us again that week, I encourage you to do so. Money is not out of your pocket, it's out of Disney's, and all you guys got to do is sit back and enjoy the animals. Now, if you're hoping to see lions a little bit more active, I would say come on back around dusk, right before we close tonight. They're usually a little bit more active at that time. Again, there's never a guarantee, but you might have a little bit more luck. Now, the entire initiative is called Protect the Pride, friends. There's a lot more information online, including a really cool video that just came out within the last couple of days. Most of the cast in the new Lion King movie are in the video, and it's talking about lion conservation. It's pretty much everybody but Beyonce in the video. It's a really cool video. It's only like 2 or 3 minutes long. So maybe tonight when you're playing on your phones, check it out. Disney's Protect the Pride. It's a really powerful video too. Now over here, I saw them as we were kind of coming around the bend. There's a pair of Bontebok. These little antelope over here. Bontebok. I have that dark chestnut color fur. There's also a purple kind of sheen to it if the sun is hitting it just right. It's very beautiful, which means it was very desired, which means the Bontebok were poached for their fur. Now, at one time, friends, there were only 17 Bontebok left in the entire world. Now, a local farmer realized what was happening, at least to that herd. No idea whether or not he thought it was the last herd, but he saw the herd getting smaller and smaller, the one that crossed his lands, and he decided to take some action. He decided to put up a fence around them to protect them, and it worked. They're still extinct out in the wild. They only live in reserves and other protected areas like this. However, through rigorous conservation efforts ever since, they've been able to increase their numbers into the thousands today. So they've got one of the biggest conservation success stories, one of the greatest recoveries out there. And it's all because that one farmer decided to take action. Now that's why I really like that story. Even if you don't realize the scope of the impact that you're having, it really shows how big of an impact any given individual can have. And that includes each and every one of you, friends. You all have the ability to make an impact. All you have to do is choose to act. Now, as individuals, we have that power, friends, but imagine the kind of difference we can make if collectively we come together and decide to act. So with that, friends, we're now approaching the end of our journey. If you'd like to learn more about lion conservation, please visit one of the merchandise locations in the Harambe Village. Those cast members can give you more information. Another thing that I like to recommend are the tours they offer here. If not for today, maybe for your next visit, definitely check out the tours. All the proceeds go into the Conservation Fund, so they're nonprofit. Plus, you get a really fun, interactive experience in return.
Ready, Tyler? You ready?
Maybe. Look at Troy. He's already scared. Look at his face. Look at his face.
Now to see rounders, I'm your final safety checker. Once you're buckled, give the loose end of that strap a good touch, please. Perfect. Can I see your seatbelt real quick, bud? There it is. I got you. Awesome. You're all set for your adventure. Please stay seated, stay buckled, and have fun, everyone.
This is going to be interesting.
Are there bubbles? These are water rapids.
Keep your feet up so they don't get wet.
Inside the ride. Be sure to watch your children. May you have a memorable and exciting journey.
Hey, bud.
Hola, mis amigos.
Really, Troy, you're holding on to the handle, boy.
Yeah.
Why you guys hold on to the handle, boy?
Manos, brazos, pies, piernas.
We're gonna go this way.
They just refurbished this.
I don't know. I think it's made to be look like that. I'm not gonna keep putting my feet up on them. Here we go! Here we go! Here we go, Troy.
Oh, yes, I get to turn like backwards. I get to see. Yes,
That's good. That is fun.
yes. 2 ways.
Not us. You guys are gonna go.
No, not that way. The other way. The other way.
This watch is just going to start swerving and then they're just going to stop it right here. Now that'll be something if they just stop the ride right here. Nah, I don't know.
Here we go.
If we die, I'm smart
You're
though.
not gonna damn die.
Jesus, area of jokes.
You're gonna die.
I'm gonna die. You're gonna die. Everybody's gonna die. I hope you do preacher Mike. We need to say a damn prayer before we go over this hill.
We're backwards. You know that's the worst position.
God, we need to flip this puppy around.
No, there's no funnel backwards.
Here we go.
Oh shit.
Jeez.
Oh, here. Woo! Here we go. Oh, Troy, you built up for nothing. Supposed to be a big drop, didn't you?
Oh crap, Tyler.
No.
Wow.
Turn.
Yeah, get them wet.
I wish this thing could be like a wheel.
Should be a wheel and a pickup.
Yes, we are. We are going to sink.
That was awesome.
Spin.
Did you hit yourself? Here, I'll hold you tight. He's stuck. Oh, it's starting to spin. This is cool.
Oh, I didn't know that they're up here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, it's like this song.
Oh!
That was fun. That was like Splash Mountain.
That was
I bet you the plants get a good watering.
Oh shit.
Get them! Get them! Get them! Yes!
Oh no!
wow, that was a close one.
If you were really tall, you'd be in trouble.
The power see if he was big. Wow.
I don't know if they're done yet or not. It looks like it. I don't know. Well, that was fun. I'm cooled off a little bit.
Oh yeah. It feels good.
That was fun. Can we go on again?
Here we go, down second
You
time.
have fun? You have fun? I think you did. You had a blast.
I think we had a good time.
Oh yeah.
Mom, can we go on again?
It closes at 8.
Oh, the elephant's gonna get us.
Imagine if we start going backwards.